Hello, everybody. Let's get started.
And suddenly, the house is on fire. And suddenly, the house is on fire. The house is on fire. And suddenly, the house is on fire. The house is on fire. The house is on fire. The house is on fire.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming in. One person. No, now there's three people. Oh, yeah. Thanks for coming in. And I woke up like this, by the way. I just am tired and I didn't feel like putting on makeup. So this is what you get. Hello, Green Granny. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate ya. I'll be in and out, though. I do have to let my dogs back in. So, and my son is running about. Just woke up and decided to do a live. So thank you for coming in. I have been extremely busy. And there's been a lot of things going on in my life. So my YouTube channel has kind of been on the back burner, but hopefully in January, I will get everything in order and we can start talking about seeds and growing and all of that again. And hopefully everyone still remains members with me for my channel purposes. So I can continue being a channel. Let's see. Hold on. I don't even have my actual YouTube up, so I don't know what's going on in the chat. If there is anything going on in the chat. I put the link out there, so if anybody wants to come up, they can and hang out. I also started a new channel. For those that don't know, I started a new channel with Joe from Garden State Gardener. It's called Grow Big TV. And we already have 1,700 subscribers. And we've only been on since October. So we're doing really good. We have a sponsor, and my gardener is our sponsor. And he has given us a grow code. So, I mean, a code. So if you want to order seeds from My Gardener, you can go over there, check out, the hashtag, and you can put that in. You get 10% off of your seeds, which I have already taken advantage of myself. So pretty cool stuff. My son is going crazy. Let me get my chat up here. I don't know what's going on. I usually don't go on this early, but I'm awake on Saturday morning. I'm raring to go. There we go. I'm on mute. Oh, there's my chatties, the Marshmallow Man and Guardian Fitness. Oh, thank you so much for still being a member with us. I appreciate it. I couldn't tell on Melon if anybody's members or anything. I can't. It doesn't tell me anything. So thank you for continuing to be members of my channel. I've had a lot of things, a lot of drama going on outside of my channel, not with my channel. I'm not a drama person, but a lot of people take advantage. So, Hello, Green Granny. Thank you also for continuing to be a member. I really appreciate it. Okay, so what I did over the past day or so is I actually purchased a bunch of seeds. And since I am not sponsored by any seed company over here at Wide Family Farm, I thought I would go over that with you. So let's go ahead and we'll take a closer look. If anybody wants to come up, they can. That'd be great. And I'd love to have you on. It's been a while since I've actually hung out and talked to my friends. I have a cold. It's not really a cold. It's just like this annoying sinus crap, and it's driving me crazy. It makes me sound like I smoked 100 packs of cigarettes. It's driving me absolutely crazy. All right. Share. Actually, before I start sharing stuff, let me get some stuff on here. This is my main place. And okay, I haven't ever given up on heirloom seeds. So I just want to let people know I haven't given up on heirloom seeds. I love heirloom seeds. I love their story. I love everything about heirloom seeds. Okay. However, heirloom seeds sometimes do not hold up. And I've had issues in the past with tomatoes. Good morning. All I read was GM because I'm a GM girl. And so that's all I saw is GM. Good morning. Stopping to show support, hitting all. Thanks, Shift Kicker. You're the bomb. You're the bomb. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Oh, I got Luis up here. Hey.
How's it going?
How you doing? It's good to see you.
I'm doing good.
Okay, so huh? I'm sorry?
It's good to see you too.
Yeah, it's good to see you. It's good to see friends. It really is. Whoa, oh my gosh, look who it is. How you doing? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming up. Give me 1 second because I think my son is tearing down my house. And I need to let my dog in before she gets nabbed by a bald eagle.
So good.
Hold on 1 second.
Let's take a second then. Good to see you, Louis.
Hold on 1 moment.
Sure. So how are you doing, Louis? What can you tell me?
Okay. Yeah, long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been like ridiculously busy this year. So like it's just been, things have been upside down in a lot of ways. No pun intended. But like it's been really crazy on this side. Yeah, how have things been with you?
All right. Just a little busy. Not too busy though.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Busy's good, right? Like for the most part, usually.
Depends on how you want to look at it.
Yes. I guess, right? Who's in chat with us, by the way? Before I just how, by the way, everybody that is in chat, if there is anybody yet, I'll actually just keep this chat open on the side so I can keep track of that. Oh, what's up, Shift? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
Hey, Shift Kicker.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Okay, sorry about that. She's only 15 pounds, and so I'm afraid to leave her out there for very long. So thank you guys for coming in and hanging out. It's been a minute. I know I'm getting old when I can't hear anybody, so I'm going to turn up my volume. Okay.
It has also been, it's been quite some time. There's been a lot of things that have been up and down, and then, I'm happy that it's December. You know, it's always a good time of year and a good time for people to like reconnect, I guess, as well. So I'm glad that you're live, and it has been a while since we've had a chance to chat, I guess, as well. And it's up to Shift Kicker, and I know Louis is around as well, which is awesome.
Well, thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, what news can you tell me?
I don't really have any news. Just been super busy. Did all my Christmas shopping already, so that's taken care of.
Nice.
Yeah, just been super busy. My son has had several holiday programs at school and holiday things at school, like building gingerbread houses and singing Christmas carols, all that little kid stuff that, they make them do. So I've been doing that. So
It's
it's
really
just,
good.
it's funny.
That's so good. Like you should embrace it all the way. Like those memories and those times are definitely like times that are really cherishable because they make family moments so much more stronger as well. It's just like it's important, and family at the end of the day is primarily what we have, right? Like friends do come and go, unfortunately, like it seems, but
Yeah.
family's blood,
Yeah, for sure. It's funny because he's just in a really cute stage of his life. He's just doing the really cute stuff, and so it's quite fun. That's why I haven't been doing as many YouTube stuff, is because I want to be as involved with him as I possibly can. And and I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'm doing the stay-at-home mom stuff. So yeah, it's exciting.
Well, my older one is already past that stage to a degree, and she's heading towards close towards the teen years as well now coming up. And then the younger one is a year and a half, like 15, 16 months now. So
Wow.
all of that's still coming up. Like I'm going to go through all of that like again. And then that's also why it's just been as ridiculously busy. Like on my side, I've never had a year like I've had this year, like in terms of everything, like just so much workload. We actually, we're part of a very interesting company, and I'm happy and proud to be part of the company that I am as well. And it's work-wise and then hobby-wise.
Wait a minute. You said you bought a company?
No. I'm very proud of the company that I'm a part of. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you bought a company. I'm like, geez, good for you.
No. That's actually not too far from what I do. Aspire. We should all have aspirations and dreams, right? So we should all try and have goals that we try and aim for. And then that is something that I've always wanted. Is a nice company that's there's a couple of good ideas out there, and entrepreneurship is really highly ranked in this country as well from South Africa. So it's really interesting to see that entrepreneurship is highly encouraged because of the low employment rates and stuff as well. So our unemployment rate is, as you know, ridiculous. It's absolutely incredible in a negative way, and it really is hard to believe. So I don't know. It's been very interesting over the last while, and I'm just grateful to have a job as well.
Yeah.
And I do want to have a company, there that can also provide jobs to a lot of people as well, and that type of thing. Have the capability to grow like that, because just provide people opportunities. Louis, I'm not giving you the turn to talk. I'm so rude. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. Oh, everyone's fine. Honestly, I haven't seen you in such a long time that it's so nice to hear you.
No, it's really, really good to see Louis as well, and like yourself. And I haven't really spoken to you guys in a while. And as I'm getting older, I'm trying to be more concise, in certain ways in my speech, and rather not rambly, because it's always been easy for me to ramble. And it's actually harder for me to be more precise with what I want to say.
What?
It's perfectly. It's that time of year. It's absolutely. I'm sure nobody minds. With little ones being.
What? Want to talk? You can come over here. I'm talking to people. Come here. Say hi. He's got yogurt all over his face. Daddy. Say what's up.
Put your hand in the camera. Just your hand. Just put your hand in the camera. Go a bit closer. Yeah.
Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Say hi to everybody. Hi. Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
How you doing?
He has yogurt all over his face. What?
It's a thing we're doing, I guess, right? You
are talking to people from across the world, Frederick. You are. Isn't that cool?
How are you doing? Are you doing well?
Are you doing okay? Can you tell him yes? Say yes. He's too busy thinking about other things. He's too busy. Now don't mess with that. That's Grandma's Christmas present. Don't mess with things. So he keeps me busy. Huh?
Having like a sort of platform and channel and stuff as well can be like, I know why you don't go live as often. Like I see why you don't.
Yeah, like oh, okay.
If you like for family, a lot of people that are in your community though, I don't think that they mind at all. Like I think we worry about it more than the people on the other side of the camera as well. Sometimes, you know, when it comes to having lives, how many like family YouTube shows are there and stuff like that as well? You hear what I mean? Like,
yeah. Hey,
you see what I mean?
Toys. Go play with your toys.
And it's the you know December season, so I really don't.
Yeah. He's so hyper right now.
It's all good. So tell me, in your laughing. Yes, go, Lou.
You know how little snow there is up here?
Yeah.
We got more grass than snow.
Yeah, we don't have any snow either yet. And it's kind of weird. It's like a weird Christmas without snow, but we don't have any. So,
well, I still think it's going to be a warmer winter.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Hey,
because we're
go get your toy, your truck.
Usually in the mid-20s, the high 30s.
Yeah, I don't even know it's really nice out right now. Like I couldn't believe it. Sorry, he's really loud, and I'm sorry about that. I don't even know what the temperature is here, but I'm closer to you, Lewis. It feels really nice out, but there's no wind, so it's 34 degrees, but no rain, no snow in the forecast. It says that it's supposed to be snowing. It said that we're supposed to receive snow in the last 20 hours, but no snow. There's no snow out there. So.
We're supposed to get some light rain today.
Mm.
Has there been in previous years, like at this time though? Has there always been snow at this time of year? Is this like the first year that it's doing that?
No, it's done it before here.
No.
It's
Right.
Yeah. It's not like this is a weird thing.
I'm sure it's happening.
Let me put him
Overall, I think
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I think this is like the first year where I've only had to pull out the snow thrower twice this year. And in previous years, maybe 3 or 4 times, right? In recent years, previous years. But I remember like 20, 25 years ago, we'd have 2 feet of snow by now.
I wonder. I'm always cautious to speculate on the reasoning as well behind stuff like that, because obviously, we have certain hot topics in the world globally about the climate change and stuff like that. I mean, even like concerns you bring it up, because if you go down that rabbit hole, it's really one that sinks pretty quickly. So yeah, it is concerning. I do think that there is definitely change happening, and we can't deny that. Like, it'd be foolish to deny that as well. But I do know that it is almost such a hot political point right now that, even if you go into it, it's so concerning. Let me,
I do believe the world does warm up and cool down to an extent.
Of course. Yeah, over many years.
But I also do believe in global warming, all the buildings, all the cars, right? The concrete jungles, right? But
we do have an impact. We definitely do. There's a certain amount of impact, well, a major amount of impact in certain regards. But I think that we, as mentioned, it's something that gets politicized easily in here. So if we do go down this just for a moment, I think it's important to understand that I also want to open the chat in case anybody does pop in and say hi and I miss them. I don't want to be rude. Hi, by the way, Skinner Farms and Rebel. Good to see you guys. Hey. So yeah, if it comes down to that whole scenario, we have, so if your belief is that Earth is the only planet with like intelligent life on it, right? Which is probably not your belief, or I don't know what your stance on that whole situation is. But if you take the stance that we have, that we are the only planet, right, that has the life that we do right now and the amount of intelligence, then imagine if it is, and we're ruining it, and we're ruining the only chance that the whole galaxy around us, that like for as far as possible, has of having any sort of sentience to it and sort of life spark. And we could create so much and do so much amazing things, like, and not that we need to, right, but that's why I say it's a very interesting topic that really goes extensively, and I don't want to be that guy that talks about that type of thing either as well. And also I need to go see if my wife needs a hand quickly, and just in the kitchen quickly. But I'll be right back, and then we can even start on this topic if you want to. So boy, this topic this year, right? They announced everything this year too. They like came out with all this stuff and said like, yeah, that's true, that's real. And then everybody's like, okay, who cares? Oh gosh, I'll be right back.
Oh Lord.
You
Thank
know
you,
who
guys.
who I heard from yesterday or the day before? The Cosmics.
Oh yeah, so did I. Heard from Gina. Yeah. They canceled the feeds. Oh, I'm sorry, Juju B. That sucks. Moving on to Walmart. That sucks. I'm sorry. I have Juju B's talking about popcorn that you put on your Christmas tree. I have fake popcorn on my Christmas tree. Like it's made from plastic, but it looks real. And so I don't know where I bought it at, a craft store or something. And then I only had one strand, and then my mother-in-law went and bought a bunch of it too. So my Christmas tree is super skinny, and it just kind of looks old-fashioned because I have like cranberries and popcorn on it, fake cranberries and fake popcorn. Because but anyway, it looks cute. I like it. So, but anyway,
I never ever realized that a person could take that type of thing personally until I did myself, right? So like it was about 2 years ago, and somebody commented, that's not obviously on this panel. Nobody at all that's on this panel. But and then I coughed, so I'm being serious, really nobody on the panel. So they actually commented because I had a tree that like a Christmas tree that was a white wooden tree, and they actually said like, oh, that's a bit of a strange Christmas tree. And I love that Christmas tree. It's really like a nice, it's a nice little tree that works nicely. It's perfect. It's very, DIY style. And like it is just something that of all things, like how could a person take that personally? But I was like, hey, like, and then I actually used that same white Christmas tree for like a long time this year as part of like a background thing that I like did with some of my videos and whatever. But the point is that I didn't know that I'd be able to actually get like personally offended by somebody like saying that my tree looked terrible. So I don't know, the things we care about, right? It's weird.
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I remember that. I don't put up Christmas lights or a Christmas tree, but the one thing I do remember is my parents going out, all of us as a family, and cutting down a Christmas tree, like a live tree, right? Every year. And I can tell you the one thing that I miss from my childhood is the smell of the Christmas tree after we got it stood up in the house and as we were decorating it, the smell of the tree in the house. That was a nice smell.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never went out and chopped my own tree down. Never did that. And even as a kid, I never did that. We did buy live ones, but after a while, like my mom got sick of like cleaning up the needles and all of that from the carpet. And
yeah. When me and my sister got older, that Christmas tree thing stopped. We weren't kids anymore to decorate it, just a family thing, right?
Right. Yeah. So after a while, then my mom got an artificial one and whatnot. So, yeah, I remember when we were little, we did have the fake or the real ones, but yeah, it's crazy.
If I wanted in my one room there in the front room, the family room, I guess you could say, it's 2 stories, so it's 22 feet tall, right? So because it's an open concept to the upstairs. So if I wanted, I could bring in a 20-foot tree if I could get it through the front door.
Oh, okay.
I thought about that since living here. I want to get me at least one tree that just to be the only one to say I got a 20-foot tree in my house.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we never had a tree that big. My tree that I have right now is a little pencil tree. It's really, really small. It's like 7 foot tall, but that's the tallest I've ever had a tree. It's 5 p.m. here. Wife's finished dinner. We'll be back in 20, 30 minutes. Hope you guys are still around. Yeah, I should be. I just started. So I've only been live for 26 minutes. I'm not going to end my chat yet. So you got plenty of time, Guardians Fitness. So you're fine. Okay, so I did want to talk. I know we got on the Christmas tree subject, but I must have. There it is. Okay. I did want to talk a little bit about seeds and stuff because why? Because right now is the time to buy. And okay, so I know a lot of people save their seeds, heirloom seeds or whatever, but right now is a really good time to buy because it's around Christmas, so everybody's going to have things on sale and there's different discounts and whatnot. And not only that, you want to probably buy before January if you want to have a good selection because a lot of the seed companies start running out of things because you got people that, get the seed catalog, specifically Baker Creek. You get the seed catalog right away and then you start circling everything you want and then you buy it and then everybody thinks that way. And before you know it, there are selections that are completely sold out. Hello, Jinja Ninja. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for sticking with me. And thank you for being here. Merry Christmas. So.
Plus seeds this time of the year, nobody's gardening, right? They're all thinking about Christmas, so seeds would be cheaper.
Yep. And so I want to share this site with you real quick, if I can. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oops. Stream, I think. Sorry. It's not just as easy as sharing. Oh, also share tab audio. Cool. So now I have the option to share audio if I want to. I've never seen that before. Okay. So this is the Johnny Seeds. This is where I get most of my seeds. Now, if you want heirlooms, I do not knock heirlooms in any way. I love Mary's heirloom seeds. I love M.I. Gardner. I love Baker Creek. And I still buy heirloom things. I still do. But I've noticed in the past few years that I'm not getting as big as yield as I want because I bought heirloom seeds that have zero protection, And so I do buy some things specifically hybrid because I know that they've been not genetically modified. I don't want to say that. That's bad. They have been chosen specifically, had specific things chosen or to keep them from getting specific viruses, powdery mildew, stuff like that. So I buy from here and they have organic seeds here. They have heirloom seeds here. Okay. But they also sell hybrids. So what I did is I'm not logged into my account or anything. So I go to sale. I always check out the sales first. And I go to vegetables. And I take a good look around. I hit vegetables, but somehow it says tool. There's tools there. I don't want tools. I want vegetables. There we go. Boom. So these are all on sale. These can be quite expensive, guys, but I'm letting you know if you get these seeds, you have a really big success rate more so than heirloom seeds, because hybrids have been, yes, like Juju B said, thank you. I didn't know how to really explain that to people. Hybrids can be chosen for special characteristics. If you plant heirloom and hybrid, the bugs ravaged my heirloom and didn't mess all much with my hybrid plants. Yes. I plant my hybrids on different areas of my garden. And honestly, only hybrids I have grown seriously are tomatoes. I haven't grown a mess of hybrid plants. So just an FYI. But anyway, this is what Johnny's has on sale right now. I bought these deep purple onions because I love onions. They have cayenne pepper. I did buy these carrots right here. These are hybrid carrots. I've never bought hybrid onions before or anything like that. These navel carrots I did buy. So I guess I bought hybrid carrots and hybrid tomatoes. So those are the only things that I bought that are absolutely hybrid. The rest of the stuff that I have bought are completely heirloom. So the reason why I buy, I'm going to leave it right here for a second. The reason why I buy hybrid tomatoes is because in the past, I've had nothing but issues with heirloom tomatoes, specifically the paste ones. I bought Amish paste before, and the first year I had an absolutely beautiful yield. It was absolutely wonderful. I had big, like, I would say softball size seeds. Tomatoes. I've had big softball sized tomatoes from the Amish paste. Court, did you get your Christmas card from me? No, I haven't. I even checked the mail. So I'll check again today. But no, I haven't got it yet. Thank you, Ginger. But yeah, so in the first year, I did absolutely wonderful. And it was great. And then I planted them again the year after, and they all like turned black. It was absolutely horrible. And I tried everything I could to save them. Aspirin spray. I've tried, everything. And I was like, I can't afford to go through this again. Like, I want to plant because I'm feeding my family. I do love heirlooms and I love their story. But it's not feeding my family. So, the third year after that, I planted from Johnny's seeds. And when I did that, I was like, I couldn't believe it. I got Grandiro paste tomatoes. I paid high dollar for them because I was like, well, I'm going to do this, right? Let's see here. I type in tomato here and see if I can find them real quick. They have a wide selection of tomatoes that you can get. Let me see if I can get paste tomatoes, though.
Yeah, I really never understood the difference between all these tomatoes.
Yeah. Well, hybrids are a little bit different, and I'll explain that in a second.
That I understand. I mean, like from paste tomatoes to sandwich tomatoes to...
yeah. There's so many varieties of tomatoes, it's insane. So, okay, you can get heirlooms, you can get organic from here. This is Amish paste. This is what I've grown in the past, and I had huge ones in the past, but they didn't last very long. So this is the one that I went to, and I went to this because the San Marzano and stuff like that, they were completely sold out, and I was like, well, shit, what am I gonna buy? I was confused, and I didn't know what to do, so I just chose it. I also chose. Sorry, guys. I also chose this Blue Beach one down here. It was the first time. It was the first time I ever grew anything like that, and the Blue Beach was really good too. Holy crap! Sorry, guys. The Blue Beach was really good too, and it was really big. I couldn't believe it. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat. It's horrible. So I bought the Grandiro. Give me a second, guys. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So Courtney's left me all here alone.
Wow, sorry, I had to cough. Holy moly. Okay, so I bought Grandiro. And it was awesome. Actually, the price of them over the past couple of years has went higher. However, I bought 100 seeds for $25. And I would say in the summertime, every 3 days, I was getting 60 pounds of these tomatoes. And it was insane. I had such a great yield with these. I have tomato sauce still that I've canned from these tomatoes that are on my shelf downstairs. I couldn't eat them all. I couldn't go through the sauce, that fast. And the sauce from these were fantastic. It was better than any sauce I've ever actually had made myself. It was really great. So these tomatoes are really, really good. And I know David Gray said that hybrids don't have a taste. And yes, I agree with that. Maybe about 80%. There are some hybrids out there that are not good. I planted a last year Grand Marshal Determinate tomatoes, and though I am not a tomato fan, my husband was very disappointed in those. I did sell them. I sold a lot of them. They just looked like your typical tomato, but he said it tasted like a store-bought tomato. It just wasn't. It wasn't good. To him, he's a tomato connoisseur. I am not. So I won't be buying those again. So anyway, I bought these Grandiro. I highly suggest if you want a really big yield and you want to can a lot of sauce, these Grandiro did a really good job for me. They are expensive, but you get what you pay for because these were awesome. I got my yield. I got a bigger, and I've grown these ever since. And these things have made it through everything. I had raccoons rip these things up, and I put them back in the ground, and they did great. I mean, they've been through everything. They were a really good tomato, and I am going to stick with Grandiro.
Yeah, tomato plants, very few people know that if you overwinter tomato plants, you'll get a second year out of them.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Usually I just rip them out at the end of the year when they're spent because, they look horrible.
Yeah, well, you just prune them down. At least this is what I do with mine, is just prune them down or take a couple of suckers, and it'll grow underneath your grow lights in your basement, Courtney. To a certain extent, and just grab the suckers and plant them throughout the winter, right? And if it's growing. Pepper plants, I know they go dormant because you can get 2 years out of pepper plants.
Yeah.
I'm one of those kind of guys.
I have never done that before. And Ginger Ninja had a question. She said, have you made sauce? Yes. My first couple of years, I made a sauce of every tomato in my garden. I wasn't a big canner at that time. I knew I wanted to can. And, but however, I used everything. I even used the cherry tomatoes. I just shoved everything in there. I have a KitchenAid strainer. And, over time, I just kind of figured out what I like too, because I have tried blanching them and then peeling them and making the sauce. It was the biggest pain in the ass. And I see people doing that. Just get yourself, if you can find one on Facebook or at a secondhand store, or even if you buy one brand new, it will pay off. Get yourself a KitchenAid mixer and get that strainer attachment. You don't have to cook any of that. You just shove the tomatoes in there. It makes the sauce. You put the sauce in a pot and you boil it down.
What I do is when that first year I was in Shed Wars, and I got like 300 or 400 pounds of tomatoes, like cherries and big tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
I put them in the freezer. And even at that, I put them in my blender and blended the whole thing up, all the skins, seeds, everything, to make my sauces. But I also let it boil down. You know how when you're making pasta sauce, right? You let it simmer for a while.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do. That's what I did, right? Is just let it simmer down for a little bit before I would make chili out of it or spaghetti, my real spaghetti sauce, right?
Right. Yeah. When I first did that with these tomatoes, I couldn't believe the difference. So there was a huge difference from when I first started doing this I did it with the Cherokee Purple because my husband loves the Cherokee Purple. I did it with the Cherokee Purple. I did it with the Kellogg's Breakfast. I did it with the yellow, the pineapple tomatoes. I just shoved them all in there and made my own sauce. Then later on, I realized it's okay to do that. You can do that if you want. However, you do have to watch your acid levels in your cans, because if you use too many tomatoes in your cans that don't have high acid levels, you can actually basically over a period of time just destroy your tomato sauce because you don't have enough acid in there. And so I didn't want to do that I didn't want to like destroy some stuff. So over the course of the year, I've kind of gotten smarter, figured out how I want to do things. And when you'll figure that out on your own too. It's like a giant science experiment. As long as you follow the major rules, there is no rules. As long as you follow like the major rules as far as canning is concerned. So I bought these Grandiro, and I told my husband, I said, when these came out and I tasted the sauce, I didn't put any sugar or anything in it. When I made the sauce, I said, oh my God, that freaking tastes like ragu. I couldn't believe the difference. I was like, this is like pure sauce. This is amazing. And now I'll never go back because this is what I like. Now you can buy these. They're expensive. I'm letting you all know. It's not a joke. But if you buy them, you will be so happy and you'll be like, oh, this is why I bought these seeds, because they lasted. They did this. So these are the things that this has been selected. Nematodes, powdery mildew, tomato mosaic virus, tomato spotted wilt virus, wilt, all different kinds of wilt, and this and that. So these are all these things that this specific tomato is protected against. So you won't get that. You can buy a pack of 15 seeds for $8.45, or you can buy 100 seeds for $30.20. But when I first bought this, I bought a pack of 100 for $25, and the packets were way cheaper than that. So they just keep going up in price for these ones. But if you find something else that you like and it's a hybrid, go for it. Test it out. See what you like. Hold on one second. Are we buying? Hey, Shawnee Shab, thanks for coming in, by the way. Are we buying seeds for Christmas? Yes. Yes, I already bought all of mine. I'm just going over what I bought. I won $10 from M.I. Gardner last night. Sweet. But apparently I rebought my whole seed order. Ha, ha, ha. Guess I'm making a donation to their kids' school. Sweet. That's awesome. Old people shouldn't use the internet at midnight. Oh, for reals. I definitely shouldn't be on the internet at midnight, but I have trouble sleeping. And recently I've been waking up at 3 a.m. I always wake up at 3 a.m., which makes me concerned. I probably should if I'm waking up like that, I probably should check my blood sugar. I think that's what's really going on. But anyway, I'm waking up and I can't go back to sleep. So I read horrible stories on Facebook, just stupid stories. The one was about two people that they lived in South Africa and their children got switched in a hospital. So I read that story. I get on Amazon and I look at things. I know one year I was looking at Instapots and I just, so I do weird things in the middle of the night. So, but yeah, I should definitely not be there in the middle of the night. So anyway, this is really great. These are not hardly ever on sale. What I think at Johnny Seeds, if something is on sale, it's usually probably on its way out. They're probably getting rid of it, or they don't have that anymore, or something like that. So this is all their stuff that's on sale. I've never ever felt the need to buy anything that's hybrid herbs or anything like that. I don't need to do that. The only things that I have bought that are hybrid is things that are going to help my garden and help me get a bigger yield, which would be what I need is tomatoes and carrots. So I bought these navel carrots or whatever. These are on sale right now, y'all. You need to get them. People don't know I do have an accent every once in a while, and sometimes I do a Jersey accent because I'm being goofy. But for real, I did live in Kentucky, so I do have a Southern drawl sometimes, specifically when I'm drinking a lot. So, okay, so I bought these carrots. Look how thick those look. If I can get them that big, I'll be like so happy. They said they have a 7 to 9 inch root, and they're really strong, whatever. I didn't care. I saw the price and that was even better for me. These are F1 carrot seed. Honestly, I'll be honest with y'all. I never have had an issue with carrots. I've had an issue with them not growing because I did buy pelletized seeds from this place and I was like, oh shit, like these are not growing. It was such a pain in the ass. And then this last year, my husband's like, I'm going to use these. They came in like a little pill bottle. And my husband just sprinkled them everywhere. And he's like, I'm going to get these suckers. And they grew. And they're the ones that are out there right now. Like, so they did grow. I just might have been doing it wrong. Sometimes the clay that they put over the pelletized seeds, it takes a minute to break down. And if you are like me and you have turkeys that break into your garden, they see the white pelletized seed and then they go after it, or yes, squirrels or or anything like that, or crows. I have crows that come into my garden, and so yeah, and so I just had issues that one year. But my husband, he just sprinkled the crap out of them, and you guys, that is exactly how I grow things. If I like something specific, I love carrots. I love carrots. I overdo them. I overdo them every time because I want carrots. And if I just did a hand selected few, if I'm going to just plant this here and I'm just going to plant. If I did that, I would never get carrots. I go out there and I sprinkle the crap out of these things. And if I feel like they're too close together, I will rip one out. You can just go through and thin them out. No big deal. But
that's what I do.
Yes.
With my carrots.
Yeah, in numbers. If you plant in numbers, and I do that with my peas too. Like you saw in some of my older videos, I have planted peas on top of peas just so I can get peas to grow. Because I just feel like that's necessary. Like, because sometimes, okay, you got to think about the environment too. Like sometimes I'll get a turkey that comes into my garden and wants to eat my peas. But at least I know if I planted, a ton at once, even if the crows came in and ate a little bit, even if the turkeys came in and ate a little bit, I'm going to get something from that. So that's how I think of it. Carrot cake is the best cake. Oh, for real, with cream cheese icing. Oh, my mom makes the best carrot cake, and she puts pineapple in it to make it moist. So it's like carrots and pineapple chunks and like cream cheese frosting. What? It's like the bomb. It is so good. So anyway, I bought these. So I would highly suggest getting this. By the way, if you buy 10,000 seeds for $21, y'all, 10,000 seeds for $21. These are an F1 hybrid. Totally suggest doing it. Give me a sec.
Yeah, usually I heard it best said by an old timer. He said, you plant like seeds, right? You got to plant, you'll lose a third of your stuff to animals, and then another third to disease.
Right.
And then, or bugs, and then you get to keep a third of it pretty much, right? Give or take on the weather, right?
Right. And you don't know. Like that year in the spring, it could be hot And your carrots just like right from the get-go, they don't do anything. The environment could be off or whatever. So I always plant enough just to get me through. And if you have, like, seriously, you buy 10,000 seeds, you'll have seeds forever. I can plant all 3 of my beds in carrots and can them. And that's another thing, y'all. When you're canning stuff, you got to think about that too. Like, I don't want to just plant a handful of carrot seeds or just a pack of carrot seeds. Not like these. I mean, a pack. What comes in a pack here?
I'm like you, Courtney. My mom had come out to see the place, and she called me a farmer. I said, no, I'm not a farmer, right?
Yeah.
Maybe a homesteader, right? And she had a garden, but she was one of those, I'm going to plant a pack of this, a pack of that, a pack of this, right? And I go, you know how many packs I use of carrots, or how many, I can remember what I bought in onion sets. I bought 4 kilos worth of onion sets, and I planted all of them, you know. And why do I do that? Because I think about the year. You know what I mean?
Oh, exactly.
From season to season. Because if I'm going to be doing this, right, it's either you go big or you go home.
Right. Exactly. Yes. That's how I view gardening. Exactly. And with these particular seeds, they have 750 seeds per pack. But some, like if you get some seeds from specific places, you get 25 seeds, 100 seeds in a pack. You plant that, and that is not nearly enough for you to can. That is not enough to can. So think big when you're starting to can. Think if you want to can peas, which I highly suggest not canning peas. I mean, if you want to, you can, but oh my God, what a pain in the ass. You would have to plant beds of them to get jars, to get enough in your jars to actually do something. So just think about that as well. And yeah. Oh, by the way, yes, I love to eat onions. I just really suck at growing them, David Gray. I am not good at doing that.
Oh yeah, and you take into account for that too, right? Like all my onions, right? Some of them were bigger, some of them were smaller, right?
Yeah.
But I think out of the 4 kilos that I planted, I might have gotten 30 kilos.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know? And, you know, I figure out like it's not even so much for the year. I'm going to be using it in my spaghetti sauces and my chilies, right?
Right.
I can stuff. So it just became from like maybe 3 months worth of onions to maybe 6 months worth of onions, because I put it in the chilies and spaghetti sauce, right? So that 30 pounds.
Honestly, in my beds and house, my garden's big for me, but on a grand scheme of things, it's small. So if I grew onions in every single bed, I still wouldn't have enough onions for what I use around this house, because yes, I eat a lot of onions. Think about it. I put it in tacos. I put it in chilies. I put it, you put onions in everything, and you put it on a hamburger. There's so many things that you eat onions with that I couldn't freeze them enough. I couldn't. That's the thing. Same thing. I eat a lot of like bell peppers, and what I do, I don't even grow them myself. I love bell peppers, and I would love to grow them in my garden. However, I do not grow enough to feed my family for a year. So what I do is I go to a local pick place. I pick, the years past, I picked 4 garbage bags full of bell peppers. I take them home, I wash them, I chop them up, I put them in gallon-sized bags, and I freeze them. And I do that every year. And because every year I go through all of those green peppers. I put them in everything. I put them in chilies. I put them in tacos. I use bell peppers in everything. And I cannot grow enough to feed my family for a whole year. So I somehow shy away from the bell peppers. We do grow really extremely hot peppers, stuff like that. But if I can't grow a bunch of it, I usually shy away from it. So the onions I took time to plant in a specific spot didn't do great, but the ones that I threw at the end of a row spontaneously did good. Yeah. I don't understand it, Ginger Ninja. I'm not an onion grower. I tried in years past, but I have failed exponentially because I don't know.
I don't want to sit here and say I don't care about the size of the onions, because obviously I do. Don't get me wrong. But still, even for the one sizes I got, okay, I froze about half of that of my onions and put the other half into the fridge. You know those drawers you can pull out?
Yeah.
In your fridge? I filled one of those drawers up, right, with the rest. And so I can have some fresh and some that for chilies or whatever, right? But let me tell you, they last a lot longer. Okay, in the fridge, but when they're homegrown,
yeah,
a lot longer, because you got to wait X amount of time for them to cure, right?
Yeah,
and then you figure you put them in the fridge. This is what I do, because I don't have a proper root cellar, right? I'm using a bedroom for all my canned stuff, and I got a freezer, a couple chest freezers, right? So that's where all my canned stuff goes, and my stuff I got to freeze and keep like that, right?
Yeah.
But I put the potatoes, apples, lemons, all onions into the fridge to slow down the because once they're done curing, right?
Yeah,
it slows it right down, just like a root cellar, if not better.
Well, that's a really great idea.
Yeah, well, you leave it out in the heat, right? It's like composting when you leave it on your counter. Not as quick though, right?
Right.
Sunlight deteriorates it, right? The warmth will deteriorate it quicker, right?
Right.
Cold and dark, right? Just like a root cellar. And the fridge, next best place if you don't have a root cellar, right?
Yeah, that's I didn't even think about it that way, but yeah. Okay, so how many of you guys order from Baker Creek, rareseeds.com? I do. I love this company. They're probably some of the best seeds I've ever bought, some of the coolest seeds I've ever bought. I buy the coolest plants, vegetable seeds particularly, because they're just so rare. Some of these are so rare and so cool, and nobody's ever heard of them, and I absolutely love them. However, the tomato that you see on the free seed catalog right now is completely sold out. I went to check on it, and it's sold out before January. So, man, whoever got those, I commend you. I really wanted to grow those. However, I couldn't get my hands on those seeds. They have a wide variety of different things you can buy, which is super cool. And I had my order. I can't remember how much my order was. I think it was like $40 or $50 from here. So they just have some really cool stuff. By the way, I mainly bought flowers because I'm such a flower freak. I know you can't eat flowers, but I really bought a lot of zinnias, sunflowers. They had some really cool different types of flower seeds that I had really never seen before. And so I did buy a lot from there. And so let's take a look real quick. The cellulosa, the variegated, or the coxcomb, I bought a lot of that. I just absolutely think that's beautiful, especially in the fall. And they had, where is it? I don't know if I can find it. They had a weird looking zinnia that I had never seen before. It was just really, really beautiful. And this is different from Okay, well, let's go to sunflowers first because there it is right there. Okay. Is it going to pop up? Yes, it is. By the way, okay. So what I did, of course, I bought Mexican sunflowers. I already have a design in my head how I want my house to look next year. So I bought a ton of these Mexican sunflowers. I'm planting these along the road. I have a specific spot that is all cut out for me, that I have garden fabric down. And so I'm going to plant these Mexican sunflowers down by the road. So, okay, I bought these chocolate sunflowers. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I bought these evening sun ones. This is the one I've never seen before, Florenza. So I bought some of those. Let's see. They had a mixed one. I love the short stuff. If you have a small garden beds and stuff, the short stuff that pops up, it's so cute. So cute. This Tayo or whatever, I bought that one. And that's it for that. And then we can go to M.I. Gardner after this because he has something that's seeds that are completely different. But yeah, so I did buy a lot of sunflowers because why? Because when you're planting a garden, it's not sold out. What? I just checked yesterday. Hello, Kathleen. Thank you for coming in. Good morning. Rare Seeds is Baker Creek. Yes. Their website is called rareseeds.com. Hello, good afternoon, Ginger. What is the opposite color of white? I'll see. I really hope that you're not being trolly because I don't like that. Okay, so anyway. So I bought some of these. And oh, I bought Lemon Queen too. Was that it? Yes, I bought some Lemon Queen because I think it's super cool. I didn't buy the really, really big ones in years past. The Mammoth, I think they're really cool. I never got them to the size that I wanted, and so I just kind of given up on that. I just didn't want to get them this year. Vegetables. Let's take a look at this because I'm going to go under tea into tomato because Jujubee said that they have that one. Let's see. Shoot, come on. Don't do that to me. Seeds. Tomato seeds. Let's take a look.
I've also cut up tomatoes from the grocery mall, whether they're cherry or the big ones, and they grow. Just plant the whole tomato in some dirt, like cut it up into slices, and then put a slice in to the dirt, and they grow after a bit.
Oh, okay. I want some exotic colors like the pale pink or the royal purple. Yeah. The catalog also says available only online in January of 2024. Okay, so maybe they're not coming out till January. If that is the case, I will definitely check it out in January and see if I can get some of these because my husband really wanted them. These are the Purple Galaxy tomatoes, and they look really cool. In fact, it makes me want to eat that because I want to try it. I want to see if these might be the ones that I absolutely love. So far, I have not met a tomato that I like that I can eat raw. But look at these tomatoes. They're beautiful, y'all. Absolutely beautiful. And I went all different this year. I bought nothing but black tomatoes for my husband. There are specific ones that he wanted, and so I got those. But if it was black, I purchased it. So I got these Black Beauties. I didn't get these blue ones because, okay, in years past, I had bought blueberry cherry tomatoes. And when I did that, they didn't turn blue. The sun or something makes them turn blue. And so they didn't get that color that I absolutely love. So I was like, if those are the same or have the same, it's just going to be like any other red tomato. So I decided not to get those ones.
It's really weird to see different colored tomatoes other than red.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, they all come in like beautiful, absolutely gorgeous colors. And it's really cool to see. And like I said, I'm still on the search of the tomato that I would love to eat, and I haven't found that one yet. So when I find that, then I will grow it and I will eat it all the time. But till then, I have yet to find the one that I absolutely love. So these were, let's see here. Oh, it's not letting me scroll. See, these indigo blue, I would hope that they get blue, but I don't know. It depends on where you put them and if the sun touches them and stuff like that. So they might not grow, or might not grow. I mean, might not get the color that you want. I thought there was more, but maybe not. I can't find it. There were some other ones. Hold on. It might be towards the end. Yeah, these ones right here. These are really, really cool. Aren't they? Let me click on that. I just thought these were so cool. And so I got these ones. I'm anxious to see how these are going to turn out. It says 85 to 90 days, full sun, sprouts in 7 to 14 days. Interesting. They're just so cool. I hope a Sart Row Louise.
Hey, Joe.
So I don't know, but I just thought these were so beautiful. I don't know what it tastes like. I just think it looks so cool. And yeah, so I got those for my husband as well. He thought they were cool too. So can't wait to grow those. Hello, Big TV. Wow, looks like an onion. That is interesting. Yeah, this is just really, really interesting. I don't understand. It's just beautiful. So on the inside, it kind of looks like a pineapple. On the outside, it kind of looks like an eggplant almost. It has that real dark, like, anyway, I hope it's good. So that's what I got there. And let's see, herbs. I didn't get a whole lot of herbs because a lot of people don't realize this. You don't have to buy herb seeds every year. I have those seeds to plant in the summer. Yeah. I hope they do really good for you, David Gray. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I got rosemary bushes going on their 3rd year.
Oh, wow.
I've got a thyme plant that will be going on its 2nd year.
Nice.
Oregano going on its 2nd year. An aloe vera plant. I know it's not a herb or spice, but it is going on its 4th year.
Nice.
So and then I got turmeric that's growing too, right? So, and it's like it's 3rd generation now. Like I bought it from the grocery mall and planted it and harvested it once, replanted it again, reharvested it, and then I planted it like in the fall there once again, and it's coming back. I only got 2 of them, but mind you, that's all I had to work with. Hey, Joe.
Okay, so you can get mullein seeds here, and I still have mine. I need to plant those as soon as possible, so I'll probably do that in the spring. Marshmallow comes back every year. In fact, you got to be really careful where you plant your marshmallow because once it comes back, it'll come back forever. Mint seeds will come back. So a lot of this stuff, if you've already had it, you've already purchased it, you've already planted it, it'll come back every year for you. No problem. I did want to get these safflower seeds, but I don't know how I feel about that. What did you say?
Mint, it comes back every year. I've grown it wildly I'm going on in the 4th year of it, right?
Yeah.
It's so evasive. And you just all you got to do, like I've got separate garden beds for it, right? And the 1st year I got 2 1-liter mason jars full of it, dehydrated of it. Now I can get like 7 or 8 1-liter mason jars stuffed full, dehydrated out
wow.
of it.
Nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's how invasive it is. And it just gets better every year. And all I do is add a little bit of horse manure on it, and I just let it grow wildly.
That's awesome. Okay, so a lot of these will come back. Chamomile doesn't come back for me. Sometimes it does. I think it's a biannual. Like it only comes like it'll go to, I don't know. But either way, I have not had a whole lot of success. I have harvested a bunch of it, but it doesn't usually come back over the winter. So most of these do. I planted a ton of borage in the years past, and last year was my biggest borage. Like, I couldn't believe it. I had so much borage. It was insane. And it's not necessary to have in your garden. It does help with a lot of things. You can't eat those flowers. They taste like cucumbers. However, it's not necessary. It does take over quite a bit, but it does help. So if you don't like things spreading in your garden, borage would probably not be for you. Chives are another one that's spread. I let a lot of my chives go to seed this last year because I wanted them to spread. So, hello, Kathleen. Thank you for coming in. Oh, it's 47 in New Jersey, huh? Oh, wow. Horehound. I have a specific bed of nothing but horehound because it's a really good medicinal herb, and it spreads just like mint. It's insane. I have always wanted to get this King of Bitters because it's supposed to be really, really, really good for your stomach. I have Lovage. That comes back every year. So really, honestly, guys, if you purchase some of these, you don't need to purchase them again because they come back every year. Purslane, I honestly wouldn't plant in any bed. Purslane is a natural weed that grows all over the place. And so if you plant this in your bed, you're basically planting a weed in your garden beds. So just be careful with some of that. I don't know. The toothache plant I have planted, and it's really cool. It's stevia. I planted a lot of that before, and I have thyme that just comes back every year. It hangs over my raised garden beds. It looks really cool, and it's really good on chicken. So that's something to also think about when you're planting herbs, because mine just come back every year. It's crazy. Plant the semi-angry fuzz plant. Kids love it. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Another herb out there that you can get seeds from is dill.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if the seeds will drop, like if the seeds drop, and I don't know if it'll regrow itself like chives do, right?
Yeah.
But they do grow seeds.
Hold on one second, guys. I'm going to need a cough drop or something. This is insane.
Yeah, so that's another seed that you can keep collecting from, is the dill. Yeah, so I've even got sage that's a couple of years old too. Just got to keep bringing these herbs that I've mentioned inside. For the winter, because I get snow and it gets really cold up here in Canada. But yeah, I bring them inside, and I got them in my garden, my indoor greenhouse.
Yes, Ginger Ninja. Okay, so I was watching a program many, many years ago, and it was about the plants in Brazil. I don't know, these people were growing stuff in Brazil, and they said that amaranth was a natural pesticide. And so I'm like, you know, and over the years, I didn't want to grow it because I was afraid that it was just going to spread. I'm so sorry I'm coughing, guys. This is ridiculous. So I was afraid that it was going to spread all over the place. This year is the first year I bought amaranth. I'm going to plant it everywhere. Hopefully, it keeps the bugs away. Not only do I want it to keep the bugs away, but I want to like try to eat it as a grain. Like I want to see what that tastes like. I'm kind of interested. And yes, I love loofah gourds. I've grown those in the past. I just didn't think that they're cool and they're fun, but I didn't think it was worth my time right now just to grow them. If I was selling them, yes. But if I'm not selling them, I don't really think that a loofah gourd is something I want to continue to grow. It took so long. I started them in January, and I had a heck of a time trying to get them started for one. And then I finally got them in the ground, and they take like 100 days to produce that loofah. And it was getting to be like October, and it was getting cold and stuff. And I'm like, man, should I pick these? Should I not pick these? I didn't really know what to do. So I let them all dry out in my greenhouse. And some of them, they just didn't do well. So leave my sage and mint in the containers outside and throw leaves on them. They come back every year so far. Oh, that's cool. That's a really good idea. I do have sage growing in my bed. Okay, so do you guys have a plant or something? Hey, Steel and Tree, thanks for coming in. Do you guys have something that you've completely regretted growing?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, what's yours?
Squash, stuff like that. Where there's like, other than tomatoes, like squash. I don't know if there's anything else like that out there. Cucumbers I had a hard time with. I don't entirely regret it, but it was worth the try, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just, peas maybe. I wouldn't say that. I've had an okay time with them for the amount of seeds I planted, but I'm just looking to really grow more of what I eat, like carrots, onions, potatoes, right?
Yeah.
Tomatoes, stuff like that, right? Peppers, opposed to stuff I don't want to say I don't know what to do with, but squash is one of those things that I really just don't eat and don't know how to cook it right.
Yeah, I understand that completely.
Like, I'm a guy, right? And I don't want to say woman's place is in the kitchen, right? But you think of Thanksgiving, right? And Christmas dinner, the woman's always doing stuff with that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I really, I don't want to sound a certain way, but it just, the more of certain things I got to process, and of the things I do eat, the better, because I know it's going to get eaten, right?
So Merry Christmas, guys. I just gifted 5 memberships out there. So if you accept it, you just got a membership to my channel. YouTube is doing this for a promotion. So congratulations. You just received a membership. It's not normally something that I give out. So congratulations. Here is
Thanks,
another.
Courtney.
Oh, you're welcome. Here is another 5. I want to gift out as many as I can if they let me.
I can tell you those lids I got off of you, those superb lids, they are worth using a second time for sure.
Oh, they're wonderful lids. They really are. And
I know how you are with using them a second time.
Yeah.
But I can tell you at least.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. That's totally a rebel thing.
Because, I do that with the lids I got, and I got Golden Harvest and Brendolin, or it starts as a B one. It's a B word, and the rubber seal seems to be a little more, because it's blue. It seems to be a little more thicker and a little more better, just with my experience of canning with. So thanks for those lids. I really appreciate them. They'll get good use.
Ginger Ninja, congratulations. You've been a member for 30 months. That is like freaking amazing. Thank you so much. I didn't get through everything that I wanted to get through today. I've been on for like an hour and 20 minutes, but you guys, this is just like a little jump start to next year. What we plan, if you follow me on Facebook or any of the sites that I'm on, you will see a whole list of the things that I bought this year. M.I. Gardner was one of the big ones that I had purchased from this year because one, I absolutely love M.I. Gardner. I will support Luke through and through because he's such a great person. Hold on, let me type it in. And not only that, Grow Big TV is sponsored by M.I. Gardner. Joe and I work really hard at our channel. Sometimes it's super hard for me because I got a kid, I got a farm, I got 2 dogs. I just can't leave all the time. So if I am on a live, I had made a sacrifice to be there, especially right now. So thank you, for supporting us. We work really hard at it. And Joe, we have several connections that we want to advertise and that we're working on. But M.I. Gardner was one of them, and we are sponsored by him, and he has given us a grow code. So if you would have used that, feel free to use that to get some of your seeds. If it wasn't for M.I. Gardner, I wouldn't be able to grow half of the stuff that I've wanted to grow because they have some of the stuff that Baker Creek has, and Baker Creek has expensive seeds and Luke doesn't. And you can go on there and buy a pack of seeds for $2. And so I get stuff from M.I. Gardner. If you use hashtag, you have to use the hashtag grow big, go on a site, you can get 10% off. And if you spend over $18, you get free shipping, which, by the way, if I'm shopping for seeds, I am spending over $18. So yeah. And so I'm really grateful for that. $3 from Ginger Ninja. Thank you so much, Ginger Ninja. You are just seriously, she has been a fan of mine since the beginning of time, it seems, for years. And thank you so much for all that you do, for your donations. I really appreciate it, for keeping my channel alive. So thank you so much for that. You are just an awesome person, and I love you to death. So thank you so much.
Do you think M.I. Gardner?
Go ahead.
Do you think M.I. Gardner does Canada?
Yes, he ships all over there. And in fact, a lot of times, Joe, when he does seeds, if he, a lot of times, like, he would send his seeds to Yosi, and he would do it through M.I. Gardner, and he would ship to Israel. So they definitely will do Canada. So you have to go on there and check to make sure, but he will ship all over the world. So go on there and check it out and see. Ginger Ninja is #1. Yeah, she's always been my #1 fans from the very beginning. So thank you so much. Yeah, I love you. Love you long time. Yeah, I love you. Yeah, so you're awesome. But by the way, this is what site I wanted to show real quick because I love M.I. Gardner. You can shop for all different kinds of things. He has Trifecta, which is a stuff for your soil. He has all that stuff too. But if you go to All Seeds, he has everything, a little bit for everybody. And I had bought a lot of my stuff on here this year from M.I. Gardner. And now I hope I didn't deter you from buying anything. You know, I know I talked a lot about hybrids, right? But, you know, I only select a few things that are hybrid, guys. So it depends on what you're growing for. Like for me, I have a family, so I'm going to get the best yield out of my garden. I have all that space out there, so I want to make sure that I'm using it wisely, right? So, but if you, you know, if you're growing because you just love the colors, you love the plants, you know, you have a specific one that's an heirloom, I'm not going to fault you for that. I don't care. Like I have a specific taste for hybrids because that's me. But And my gardener has heirloom seeds. They all have a history. They all have a story. I love their seeds. And I've never had an my gardener seed fail on me, ever. They've always popped up. And so I will go over a little bit. I bought these North Georgia candy roaster squash, and that's what Cosmics posted or sent me this morning. They're like, oh, we've grown this before. It's my absolute favorite squash. So I can't wait to get that going. I don't know if we will be doing the Boston Marrow again this year or not. It just depends on how much space we have out there. I'm at a point right now where I can't expand my garden anymore. Like, I have so much stuff out there. I don't even know what I'm going to do. I wanted to rotate my tomatoes this year. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Like, I really have to think about where I'm going to put stuff this year. Hybrids are my workhorse high yields, but heirlooms for fresh eating make it worth it. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yes. Ginger is my number one pooper. Thank you. But yeah, so I did the candy roaster. Let me see here. Of course, I bought the teddy bear sunflower. I did this Isis candy a few years back. I'm going to tell you something. And I don't normally, I wouldn't normally say this, but because it was named Isis, it was not my number one seller. I tried to sell that specifically because it's supposed to be a candy tomato. It's supposed to be really, really sweet. It's supposed to be best. But I went to a flea market and tried to sell those starts. And people were like, Isis? Like, they were offended. And we're in America. So buy them, taste them. If you like them, you like them. But it's not something that I would sell. I'm thinking of switching a lot of things up in my garden this year too. I won't buy the seeds or can't do it. Yeah, so I did it one year because I wasn't even thinking. I was just thinking, oh, they're going to be really sweet. Maybe I found the one that I'm going to love forever. And then, yeah, it didn't sell. And I ended up having Isis candy all over the place. They split. Their seeds are all over the place. And it just wasn't a thing. So just be aware of that when you are, and if you are trying to sell your extras. Yeah. So, what else? Oh Lord, we're getting into it now. There is a specific, I can't think of it right now. I think it's the crimson one, that he bought from an old box that he had purchased in an antique store. And I had purchased that one this year. I'm going to see if I can grow that 100-year-old seed. I think it's so cool. I love the story of that. And that crimson tomato. I didn't get any watermelons. I probably should have. I didn't get any beans either. But I know I have some Blue Lake coming from Joe because I won them. Somebody gifted them to me.
I tried melons and watermelons before, and they just didn't work out for me.
Yeah, it's hard. You have to find one that has that has a like a shorter time period. Like mine, like the ones I'm growing have 75 days. I'm not growing 100-day watermelon. By the end of the year, I want those so bad because and so 75 days is as much as I'm going to go. So maybe if you can find a shorter period one, time period one. But this is it. The giant crimson tomato right here. This is like, there's a whole story behind it. It's really cool. It's 85-year-old packet he found. And he started these when it first started. He said it was really weak. But he did clone it and he got seeds and stuff from it, and now he's selling it. So I chose these this year. I can't wait to see how this is going to turn out. And honestly, I want to taste it. I want to know what an 80-year-old tomato tastes like. So that is something that I am really into. And I'm afraid to hit the back button. Let me see. Boom. Okay, we're good. So he had a lot of flowers and stuff that I had never seen before. I love the straw flower. If you've never purchased straw flower before, I highly suggest doing it. It's so beautiful. It just looks so Victorian, so antique-like. I absolutely love it. It's so beautiful in a garden. So I got this peach melba nasturtium. This is the nasturtium that comes up every year in my garden. I got it again. It comes back every year and it is humongous. What does nasturtium do, guys? What does it do? Tell me. What does it do? It keeps the bugs away. Bugs hate it. And it looks beautiful, but you can eat it. It has a peppery taste. It's kind of hot. So bugs hate nasturtium. It'll come back every year if you let the seeds drop. It is great to have in your garden. And guess what? It's the last one to leave your garden as well. It's pretty hardy. So the bees are so attracted to it and love it so much. So yes, yeah. Uncle Al's always like, put it in a cucumber salad. I never thought about that, but I haven't done it yet. But yeah. It would probably give it a zest that you want. So think about it. But they have all different kinds. I would suggest not getting some of the other kinds. Like there was one jeweled one that I got one year. It didn't get near as big. Make sure you read how big it gets. If it's a tall trailing mix, that is the one you want because that will spread all over. One year I had planted that everywhere and it was all over on the ground of my garden. My garden looked enchanted. It looked beautiful. So that is something that I'm not opposing the other nasturtiums. I think they're beautiful, but I planted ones one year and they didn't get near as big. And I was like, what is this? I was kind of upset. So think about that before you purchase. Let's see, what else? I'm sorry, I don't have a cold, but since I've been talking a lot, my throat is just crazy. I got this Pampas Plume Celosa. It's going to look great at the end of the year with the sunflowers. I'm thinking ahead. It's going to be beautiful, guys. And I bought this. This is the red spiked amaranth right here. I purchased this. And it's going to look great at the end of the year as well. And that nice, beautiful, dark fall color. That's what I'm thinking about. And I can't wait to eat it. It's going to be great. I did purchase some popcorn. The strawberry popcorn is one that I purchased this year. So we'll see how that works out. My son is screaming. I actually did buy these champagne bubbles tomatoes because I'm curious. Luke said that I would definitely like those. So I'm going to try that. And let's see. I bought this orange currant tomato right here. My husband said he wanted to actually grow a currant tomato. So there's that as well. Some of these are just absolutely beautiful, guys. So go on here, figure out what you want for your garden this year and purchase. And like I said, use that tag. It really helps out Grow Big TV. We want to make sure that we give Luke a really good impression. And using that code, it will really, really help. This Triple L crop tomato, this right here, is probably one of the biggest tomatoes that I have grown. It gets absolutely huge. I got the seeds for free. And I can't remember. I think I got them through Burpee one year. And I got them for free. They came with like a bunch of stuff. And I was like, what is that? I never heard of it before. We grew it. And that tomato turned out to be freaking huge. It was awesome. So something to think about there. Ooh. Yeah. Right now you really want to look and you want to look at stuff hard because they're selling out. Kellogg's breakfast. We grow that every year. It's one of my husband's favorites, and it's absolutely huge. Huge. What else did we get? But anyway, you definitely want to go on and take a look. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I hope that works out for you, Gil.
Oh, I didn't read what he said. Geeky Garzy sent me a Ponderosa lemon seeds. I am trying to germinate some right now. Cool. What is the difference between currant tomatoes and others? Currant tomatoes run up. They look like a currant plant. If you see something in a currant, they're like run down. I don't know how to explain it without showing you. Hold on. Maybe I can go back up. Man, I feel like I'm getting sick again. If I'm getting sick again, if you guys don't see me in a while, it's probably because I jumped off a bridge. I'm so tired of being sick, y'all. It's like horrible. Oh, I can't go back. I'll lose my spot. But yeah, they run in a current. It's hard to explain without showing you a picture. Yeah, kind of like that, Ginger Ninja. What else? I don't want to lose my spot. Oh, okay, sunflowers. I got this mixed sunflowers right here. I wanted to really, this warty squash over here, I wanted to get because I just like it. But I have so much that I had already purchased that I didn't want to get that. And I probably wouldn't plant it this year because I have already planted or already have, like I have the candy roaster and stuff like that. I just didn't think I had enough room. This is the red strawberry popcorn right here. I bought that. They have sugar beets and stuff like that. What else? My son is going crazy down there. I can hear him. Okay. I got the Sunspot Dwarf. I love the dwarf sunflowers. My favorite. I love the Black Russians too, but I didn't get those this year because I have an entire bag full of Black Russians. Chocolate cherry sunflowers. Velvet Queen. This thing is so beautiful, you guys. It's so beautiful. So I got that. I got the Autumn Beauty. Those are some of the sunflowers that I got this year. I didn't get a whole lot of squashes and stuff like that because we got the candy roaster. And last year I planted zucchini, but and it was really, really healthy. I had zucchini coming out my ears. It was like insane. I have this jicama seeds I've had for years, but I haven't grown it yet. I'm sorry, Marshmallow Man. I'm rambling. Go ahead.
That's another one, the zucchini one. I tried doing that, and it worked. It was okay, but just what do you do with that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just get so much.
I'm a single guy, right? All I got is my dog and the chickens, right?
Yeah, I understand. I bought this Cinderella. I can't even pronounce it.
A big part of it was I wanted to see what I could grow in my area too. And if I had to put call me lazy, but the more effort I had to put into it, the less I wanted to grow it.
Yeah. I got the Cinderella pumpkin. I've seen these before. They look like the Cinderella, like her horse-drawn carriage. That's kind of what it looks like. I can't pronounce his real name. Rogue if de Estampes. Cinderella pumpkin. That's what I got this year. I can't wait to grow that. It's going to look really cool. I'm excited about that. What else? Peppers. Oh my gosh. You guys, I wanted to get every single pepper that they have possibly had, but I know better. The smaller ones grow really good. I do have this big Jim pepper right here. I already had the seeds for. I might grow that this year. But I have so many. I love peppers. I have so many seeds already. I didn't get any this year. Okay.
Yeah,
And
Guardian
yeah, I already purchased my my peas already for the year. I got Lincoln peas. Last year I made a huge mistake and got snow peas and didn't get a big yield from that. So I got Lincoln peas this year. So that's what I will be growing. By the way, you just need to go on this site. You need to take a look. $2 a piece for the pack of seeds. It's not bad. It's actually a really good deal. So go over there, take it a look, and check it out. I want to grow this Moon and Stars. There's so much stuff I want to go back and purchase again because I want to get that Moon and Stars watermelon. Like there's so much stuff, guys. I want to purchase more lettuces. And I didn't do that because I wasn't thinking, you know, after you purchase, you're like, oh, damn, I should have got this. I should have got that. I didn't think about that. Right now, with the weather the way it is, I probably could easily grow lettuce out there, like easily. So that's something to think about. Fuzzy yellow squash bugs get my zucchini. Oh, that sucks. Hey, Moon, thanks for coming in, Moon. We're going to need a bigger boat, Courtney. Yeah, for reals, for reals. I can't think of anything else right now. If you haven't eaten kohlrabi, you need to. It's like the best vegetable I've ever had in my life. I purchased a bunch of marigold seeds as well. You definitely want to, a lot of people are like, oh, I planted marigolds, it didn't help. Well, you have to do it every year for it to help. You can't just plant them one year and be like, eh. No, you have to plant them every year. The bugs will get used to that. They smell it, they reject it, they hate it. So you have to, that's something that you have to do it every year. You can't just do it once and like, oh. They have a ton. I bought cumin one year. I sucked at growing it. There's just some stuff that I am not good at growing. If you know me and probably know me for years, I'm a like kind of an impatient person as well. So, and so I bought this cornucopia gourd mix. I'm going to try and grow little mini gourds this year and see how that works. There's the loofah gourd. By the way, my loofah gourd didn't look like that. I think there's two different varieties. I'm not sure. But there's the loofah gourd there. You can eat them when they're young. I wouldn't eat them. They smelled really bad. The leaves smelled really bad. But you can eat them when they're young. But there's the loofah gourd. My kitten got a hold of my marigolds that I had hanging to dry, and I have marigold seeds spread across my carport now. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Good luck with that. You know what you probably could get is you get a little cheap vacuum, like a Dirt Devil or something that has a bag, and or not even a bag that has something that catches it. And then you can sweep them up and then empty it into a seed thing. Could probably do that. Flowers. I didn't get a whole lot from here. I do have coffee seeds that I've had for years now. I probably should, I don't know, start to grow those. Okay, what else? Turkish orange eggplant. That's super cool, guys. I would love to grow that. There's just some stuff I didn't get to. I can't grow it all. This is it. The jeweled mix nasturtium. I was not happy with that one. So, I mean, if you like things that don't spread, that's one of them. It just didn't spread for me. It was beautiful. It had a beautiful color, but it didn't spread. I bought this Cracker Jack marigold mix. That's what I have, and I loved it. I bought some brown cucumbers to see what that's like. And I think that's pretty much it. I bought, by the way, this blue miniature popcorn I grew one year, and it did so well. And I have it actually dried and sitting on my table as a decoration mainly, but it had already popped on the thing. So I have some popcorn on it, which is super cool. It had already started to pop. I bought some more Oxheart carrots. By the way, I'm not 100% hybrid, y'all. I did buy Oxheart carrots. They're one of our favorites. We love the thick, big old Oxheart carrot. So we did buy those. So hashtag grow big. Go to MI Gardener, type it in, you get 10% off, and it helps grow big TV, which I'm a part of. And I just ended that. Cool. MI Gardener and his coffee growing series finally helped me get branches on my coffee trees. Awesome. Girl, I've grown so many loofahs from the little pack of seeds you gave me. It's incredible. That's awesome. I'm so glad. That's cool. Yeah, once you grow loofah, once you dry them out, you have loofah seeds for years. I mean, you get so many. And when you're doing a loofah, if you cut it in half or whatever, or shake it, you have to shake it really hard. And when you do that, all the seeds come out. It's really kind of cool. I suggest everybody try and grow loofah at least once. And then if you really like it, grow it every year. But at least try it once and see how you really like it. Fan them into a pile with cardboard. Cool. Cool. Let's see what else I can do here. Okay, cool. All right, y'all. And that's pretty much it. I've been on for an hour and 45 minutes talking about all the seeds that I had purchased already for this year. I look forward to showing you how I'm going to grow each and every one of them this year. I'm going to be working my ass off because I have Grow Big TV and then I have this channel. And sometimes my brain, like creatively, stops working. So if I get an idea, I roll with it. But for the most part, if I come up with an idea, I have a hard time splitting it because I want to do it for Grow Big TV, but I also have to worry about my own channel as well. So it's hard sometimes, but I hope you love the selection this year. We're going to get into it. Hopefully, I mean, if you want to purchase any of those seeds, we could grow them together. And I could teach you how I grow things. That's cool too. But for the most part, that's my list. My list is also on my Facebook page. I had already pinned it to the top of the page. My beads are ready for pickup at Walmart. Sending hubby soon. Love it. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys. I had 11 people in here. That's amazing for me right now. I haven't been going live a whole lot, so I haven't been getting the people in here. So I'm hoping to get a steady schedule, and I'm actually kind of inspired now because I purchased all these seeds. So I'm like feeling good. I'm feeling inspired to do videos. So with that being said, I am going to end the chat because I've almost been on for a couple hours. So I want to thank you all for being here today and hanging out. And yes, I did wake up like this. So Lewis, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. You're awesome. And I love your knowledge and gardening. So thank you for coming up and sharing that with us. And we will see you all at my next live. I don't know when that will be as of right now, but I will go live probably next week. And we'll see you all soon. Thank you, and have a good Saturday, y'all. Have a good one.
See you later.
Bye.